So this is another fantastic lesson from the book of the Essence, and in this lesson we're going to talk to you about the big bad wolf called Babylon system, the great enemy of all true worshippers of the Almighty God, citizens of God's kingdom, right? Babylon. Now Babylon system is real, it exists. I'm going to reveal Babylon system to you using the fantastic word in the Bible and also showing it in a reality how we get trapped in a Babylon system and the way you can emancipate your mind. Now, you first start out, I tell somebody I get this revelation from like weeks, like probably months. God has slowly but surely cultivated my mind so we can understand the depth of how we've been programmed in the system. So when you give me the revelation, may I ask the people this question, may I teach it to them. May I ask them a question, who are your master? Right? Who, no, matter of fact, even that. May I ask them, do you love money or trust money? Most people give me the answer, say, hey, right, I love money. Like when they first think about the first thing will come to their mind, I love money. They start telling about all the things when they buy with money. But as they so it's our process the thing. Then realize say, them buy food with money, clothes with money, then buy the phone where they like with money, then buy everything with money. So it's not saying love the money. I trust the money. Cause when I talk to God about that, like me, you know, true God, he sit me down, he relax me and say, Jay, and you show me say me have a you show me say me have so much reliance for money. But when I talk to God now, all honesty, me I say, Almighty Father, like I gotta be honest with you, everything we want come from money. Like to get the fat beast, you go take money. To get the big house, it go cost money. And if you have a fantastic wife and maintain her in a righteous and beautiful manner, it go cost money. You understand me? So therefore me I pour my heart out to the true God. I'm a tell myself to emancipate my mind from it. So I start pray to him in all honesty and I say, God, reveal, like get rid of the spirit from it. Right? The love of money. But may I tell us the revelation powerful. So we go to Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. And this is our Jesus says. It says, no one can say for two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will stick to the one and despise the other. You cannot slave for God and for riches. Now most people read this, them hyper emphasize, well matter of fact when the church teaches this, them hyper emphasize upon love, right? The part where Jesus said love one, hate one and love the other. They hyper emphasize upon it. So everybody thinks that Jesus will show you a focus upon the love of money. When that's not actually the main point of it, right? You start off by saying you cannot slave for two masters. Now, a slave in describe this relationship between mankind and God and mankind and money, between like slavery, right? A slave business, like slave and a master relationship. Now, a master provides three are the most integral thing to a slave. A master provides food, clothing, and shelter, right? Now wanting to sit on our words or made spots. Everybody love God, we all love God, we all claim to love God, we feel it in our hearts, say it is the righteous thing to say love God, right? But you may ask you a question, who provided you with food, clothing and shelter? You go look for me and say, God, right? That's the answer where you go think is the righteous answer. However, if you analyze your life right now, the clothes where you wear, the food where you just don't eat, and probably the house where you're living in, if you don't have money as source of income, will you still be able to keep that lifestyle? And if the answer is no, then your master is definitely not God, but your master is money, because you need money to sustain your lifestyle. That means that money and your master will provide the food, the clothing and the shelter. That's how Babylon system set up. Most of our master in the system is money. Your lifestyle is not based on God, because for example, you don't have to pay one fruit tree for food, right? You don't have to pay the fruit tree. You don't pay God, say, hey, God made the mango tree bear, say, go pay God the money. You don't have to pay God for that. But you have to pay like KFC, you have to pay the supermarket, you have to go to Chinaman shop, you have to pay them money for all like processed food with them sell, right? So our master, that type food where everybody eat, right? The processed foods. So guess what? We master our money and that's a part of Babylon system. That is the master in a Babylon system. So if you want to understand, I want to see if you live in a Babylon system or not. Check it out, and like analyze your lifestyle and see if you stop make money, if you stop generate money, if you stop work for money, could you still maintain your lifestyle? Because I don't think most people still not business. Life's so stressful for many people, and I observe that a lot. Like people always are complaining about stress. People are, well, me one of them people that way hate me work. Like me hate the call center job, man. I hate it with all my life. And me just hate every day I go there. But I realize say, and a lot of people, well, thanks be to the true God, open my mind up, my mindset up to business, and therefore things work out in my favor. But me still when there are people will have that same mindset, will still like hating job when they do. And I realize say, like God would never make us believe that way. Sometimes we sit on our walls some mates. I'm gonna tell you, human beings we need to start sitting on our walls some mates. You think like me reason with a bridge, me go up on a work site, I'm reason with a bridge, right? And when you see one dog, and me look on it and I say, big man, like you see that dog they not stress. Like the dog when sitting in the road. You're sitting in the road and you look up some water and think off of like a concrete, off a pavement, and you just sitting in the road asleep. And I say, look how the dog life does stress free. Right? Stress free, there's a little in the road, but we have to work hard, try to get some money. If we don't get money, we start panic. You understand me? Right? But the dog now makes that way. The dog life was free. It was free and it was without stress. And we ponder over that, And I say, but why God create we? It is some stressful situation. We wake up as soon as we wake up, we have to try to find a way to make some money to sustain life. Right? We have bills to kill. No. When I sit down and think about it and the true God starts to change my mindset and I realize He never ordained, He never created man to live like that. Matter of fact, we go to Genesis chapter 2 to show you how God made the original state of man. It's mind blowing. This is God's kingdom. God's kingdom never even gone away. That I revelation go share it. God's kingdom never gone away. Look on this. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 8 and 9. It says, further Jehovah God planted a garden in Eden toward the east, and there He formed the man whom He had. There He put the man who he had formed. Thus Jehovah God made to grow out of the ground every tree that was pleasing to look at, and good for food, and also the tree of life in the middle of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and bad. Verse 15. Jehovah God took the man and settled him in the garden of Eden to cultivate it and to take care of it. Ladies and gentlemen, God created food and the natural resources for free. Right? So most people say, oh man, work hard, if you put food on the table, that's a mental bondage. God never created to do that. God created for us work, take care of the environment, and the environment will take care of you. And that's supposed to be free. But Babylon system, and in a Babylon system, which is the artificial kingdom built on top of God's kingdom, them try to sell us luxury. Right? That Babylon, they sell us luxury. But in a Revelation chapter 18, it shows you that perfectly. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. It shows you that Babylon is strive after luxury. So instead of you go and farm your own food, why you go do that? Where you can go work some money and go buy up some KFC and go at the grocery and buy up a lot of processed food and cereal and all these poisons will look good and taste very good, and them have a lot of them have emotional, you can create emotional attachment to the food because of the chemicals inside it and the feelings where you give you. Yes, why you go work hard? Matter of fact, Babylon program is so hard. Let me show you a quick. Me under so much Babylon program, but talk about me because me have to tell the truth and share my devil. So me under Babylon program so hard. But me younger, I'm very business minded. And me want to start one hedge fund. And very ambitious youth, me always talk about passions and my dreams. So, few youths would gravitate towards that idea. Now, one next bridging them, then I think grade, I win the reason. I'm bridging tell me say, when he left school, me I tell them some want to start one big hedge fund, become a billionaire. And in a Babylon system, never realize that. Now my brethren look for me and say, John, go buy some goat. Now, may I tell you, say, the way how I start giving some man a laugh man to scar, and even now, me I looking back, me I say that was such a stupid thing, but me under Babylon system. Me I tell the man say, yo, big man, where you go to school if you want to farm? Right, just left school, top come to school and just turn on farm and have to get an education turn a farmer. But that is the Babylon programming. Come watch cartoons like 101 Dalmatian and watch the rest of the cartoon where the farmers when look poor and they're dirty. They not look poor, they're just dirty and they never really educated and they talk very bad. So then I say, this is not an attractive thing what I want to become. But that's from Babylon programming. Once Babylon control the food, one thing control the food and you have to pay for it, you have to slave for life. Because all of a man's hard work is for food in belly. You will get anything you want, you will get anything you have when you're hungry. So that is part of the programming. So then program you to demonize like farming and growing your own food, so you can only rely upon the system for sustenance. So therefore things like farming get demonized, making your own clothes that get demonized, like building your own house. People used to build their own house that get demonized. Most people they don't know. Most youths right now don't know a trade. They don't have a trade. No farmer construction skills. Why? Because that get demonized. Like you can work a call center, work in an office under AC and pay somebody to do that. Like remember one time I go up on a site, I mean the reason with one some individual in camera there. Like even show me a preset, there's a person you may build one guest house or nice luxury one, and you say construction workers are the lowest class of society. Like they have the lowest type of education, that's why they do this. And that is the actual program where most people have. Like I honest thing, that's just how people think. So they demonize things like farming, construction work, having like a skill, and then pretty up, having like some office job we're just dependent on Babylon system, right? For your food, your clothing and shelter, because the only way you know how to do is make money. That's all they focus on in the system. Making money. Money don't come from God and it's temporary. Money based on debt, and the Babylon system will collapse. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving one prophecy right now from the true God. Now, me don't know the day or the hour when the Babylon system will collapse, but me can tell you, as surely as the sun rises in the morning and setting in the evening, the system will collapse. And if you don't break free from the system and get your own food, start growing on a farm, have hands-on abilities to like make your own clothes or build your own house, when the system collapse and no money in there for like a police force, no money in there to pay nobody to go up on JPS or water commission, all of these resources get cut off because no money in there to make the things flow, to pay the people for work, then you go realize what was truly important. And you go realize what's the difference between being in God's kingdom and Babylon kingdom, right? So ladies and gentlemen, Babylon system is real, it will collapse, it's based on debt, it's based on money, which is printed and made by the government, not made by God. It is a dishonest, demonic system we must emancipate the mind out of, because this system will collapse. And when it collapses, you don't want to be inside of it when that happens, because it's not going to be pretty, it's going to be chaos. That's why when the system when they collapse in a Jesus generation, Jesus tell themselves to sell your outer garments and buy one sword, because if you know what's going to be chaos. I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you have one clothes, right, sell it and get one licensed firearm. I'm going to licensed firearm, right? Make sure you have a licensed firearm, because the system when it collapse, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty none at all. So that's a lesson from the book of the Essence. So that's a fantastic warning, enlighten you. So take care of yourself.